Good morning, everyone. I'm Jeff, and the finder of AMS 5/31/2020. This is my house. I feel I can speak now. We have, almost a solid classification, but also I had to go through some really difficult times, and most recently my neck, shoulders, and back Charlie horse for 9 days. Yeah, the weight of the world on my shoulders. There's GOG. You'll get to meet me soon enough. But I'm going to tell you the story about finding this fireball and what it's done to me, my life, all those around me. And I have to tell this story because right now, the people who I trusted with everything are actively trying to take this property from me because they refuse to believe that I was. Anyway, they refused to help me. Their egos got in the way, and it took 3 years for me to get this done. There's other rocks from this fireball I've noticed that are already named and registered. So anyway, I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I am grateful to have a brain left. I've been through extreme CPTSD episodes that made it where it was absolutely impossible for me to communicate. And this is due to knowing what I had, and knowing that it would solve all my financial worries, and could also help a lot of people, because I don't need a lot of money. And my whole life is about helping people. It always has been. And I'll tell you more about that as we go. I grew up an abused child, if you want to call it that, but I grew up alone because if I was at home, my brothers would beat me up. And I was always the new kid in school. My mother was an alcoholic and went through a lot of men. And every time she changed men, we changed states. So it was 17 different schools before the 8th grade. And from New York to California, needless to say, I never fit in any of them. So I was always out in nature, enjoying it, studying it. Now I'm a artist, engineer, architect, painter, whatever I want. And not that I just say whatever I want, but I've got a 30-year portfolio, 12 public art pieces, a big commercial building and bus stop, many multi-million-dollar mansions to my credit, where I just designed them, did the engineering, did the blueprints. I know that online, putting yourself out there, you really get messed with, and okay, I've been messed with by my family, by everybody, but I've always stood my ground, and always come out the winner. I base my life on spirit. I trust spirit to take care of me as long as I do the right thing, and it's never let me down. And that's how I got here. And it's one of the reasons people are trying to take my land, is because, well, you mention the word spirit or God in anything, and people get freaky. Darn shame. I turned 59 on 5/31/2022. It's also my sobriety date. 9 years. Yay! It's also the date that I found the fireball on. It's also the fireball's numeric identification on the American Meteorite Society's website. So that's a bit coincidental. And I can throw in some more coincidences too. And I plan on doing that. I've lived my life the last 30 years here in the desert with an understanding, trying to understand what these powers I seem to have come from. I've helped many people cross over to the other side. People get sick and die. And it seemed like that was my lot in life. And I've done that I don't know how many times. And it brought me to a better understanding of spirit and the things I've experienced in the dying processes of so many. Keep me spiritual, that's for sure. And it was when I was excavating this vein I have here that I found out that my daughter had passed. But anyway, it's another chapter. What I want to do is make sure that I get a video up. Let you know I'm going to be working on the meteorite photos and everything else, and give you up-to-date information, all the scientific facts, the isotope analysis. I'll be working on getting better pictures online now that I understand the process better, and I did finally get high-speed internet. It's a heck of a tale. You'd think that happily ever after would come, but it's simply another man's belief or lack thereof in the possibilities that I don't know if it's particle entanglement, but that's what has kept me insane and losing valuable days of a beautiful life to someone else's greed. So now, as my loan is coming due on this property, I secured the loan with a meteorite and a call to a friend. And my partner has managed to convince them somehow that I don't understand it really. But anyway, so I need to pay off my property, and they're trying to not let me. It is more valuable now that it's an impact site. This is a frame off of a mobile home, mobile home, yeah. That I will turn into art. That's a whole nother story. But right now, here it is. And this is my beautiful place that I get to live in and enjoy. Maybe it was taking in 50, 100 kids over my lifespan, taking in whole families and feeding them, sheltering them for months on end, years on end. That gave me this beautiful life. I like to think so. Not that I ever thought I was deserved anything. I just am me. And having been a poor child, I was taken into many homes. I thought that was normal. So when it came time for me to take people in, that seemed perfectly normal too. Apparently not, but I've had an extremely incredible journey in my 59 years. And to cap it all off, I found a fireball, and I want to tell you all about that. And Spirit led me to it. I have lived my life the last 30 years leaving huge breadcrumbs all over the desert, all over New York and Tennessee. I did a lot of good deeds, and I don't take credit for them, but I leave breadcrumbs. So I figured when I got famous, these people would come out the woods, and I'd be able to have a nice ending to my book and how I discovered spirit, and how I'm able to manifest whatever it is I wish, simply because I know that we can. My study of quantum biology and quantum mechanics only proves it. I've spent the last 30 years trying to understand why I can think something, know it, no matter what it is, and it arrives. And always better than I could have ever asked. Look at where I'm at. Now, in my understanding of spirit, I lived in the desert below, and one day Spirit says, go to that mountain. It's that tall one there. Only I wasn't on this side of it, I was on the other side. And I have a cabin up there that I used for years and years and years, always knowing that I needed to live up here. And, well, here I am. And I am a metal artist, so this is not junk. This is my palette. And I love every bit of it. Although I do have a bad back after years of playing with this kind of stuff. And I've had no assistant or apprentice help up here. So things are a little disorderly. But I look forward to getting back to work. Look at this. The blocks are there so I don't run into it at night. This is happening all over the desert. So I feel safe in showing my location. It doesn't appear that I have a Martian meteorite, but Vesta. And so it's not worth, what, $1 billion. What would a fireball, I think it's only worth like 5 million or something like that. So it's pretty sad when you can walk outside and pick up $5 million off the floor, and when you tell people who really need a break in life, who really deserve a break, that they can take a break, and then they say, no, I can't, nor can you. And that has been my problem. So as someone has been sabotaging me, cutting my funds, cutting my phones, limiting my transportation, limiting my food, limiting everything, sanctions, I have survived it. And I'm coming out live now to defend my right to keep my property, which is an impact site and should be studied, and to regain my dignity. I'm not going to let anybody do this to me, nor should anybody. So the scientists all lied to me. Man, did they lie. What I had to do to get the truth was crazy. But you're going to hear all about it. And, yeah, and then with friends and family and people, oh, they all left. Yeah, they all left. Yep. I have no one left because my partner would not support me. Because when I showed that person the microscopy that we had gotten done and matched it to another existing meteorite worth a lot of money, the Filipino man, and I bring up his race only because I think it has something to do with it, looked at me and said, good things don't happen to good people. And he walked out. That was about 1,000 days ago. And it's been 1,000 days of hell. I hadn't even owned the property then. I knew what I had. I knew I could buy it. I needed to buy it. I'll tell you more about that in another video. So I promise you some amazing images and some amazing artwork I've been working on. And a really harrowing, horrible tale that should not occur. And my channel once I get assistance and more people on board, we're going to come online and be able to help anybody who has found a meteorite and needs to get an answer. Because when you have one of these, and you know you have it, and all the science tells you you don't, that is mind-bendingly devastating. It destroys lives. And I know that because I'm not the only one. My YouTube channel brought forth others, and I'm sure there are more. And yeah, it's quite a story. So I'm feeling great. I'm me. I got all my evidence to back everything up. And my adversaries have done stupid things that are easily tackled. And so I'm waiting for the hit so I can kick the ball back into play. And I'll keep you posted.